begin with the background of this landmark case. Josefino Rigor, a regional director at the Department of Public Works and Highways, was investigated by the Ombudsman's Field Investigation Office for failing to declare multiple real properties, vehicles, and business interests in his statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth from 1999 to 2002. Initially, the Ombudsman found him guilty of dishonesty and falsification, resulting in his dismissal. However, after Rigor filed a motion for reconsideration, the offense was downgraded to simple negligence, with only a 1,000 fine imposed. This decision seemed to close the case, but the story didn't end there. The acting ombudsman and the DPWH secretary later reinstated Rigor's original dismissal, setting the stage for a complex legal battle. The case reached the Court of Appeals, which nullified the reinstatement of Rigor's dismissal, reasoning that the downgraded penalty had already become final and executory. However, the Supreme Court was called to resolve two main issues. First, whether the downgraded decision truly attained finality, and second, whether Rigor's omissions amounted to serious dishonesty or merely simple negligence under Republic Act No. 6713. The Supreme Court's analysis was both procedural and substantive, examining not just the timeline and service of decisions, but also the intent and gravity of Rigor's omissions. This dual approach highlighted the importance of due process and the ethical standards expected of public officials. In its final decision, the Supreme Court reversed the Court of Appeals. Procedurally, it ruled that the downgraded penalty never became final because the complainant, the Field Investigation Office, was not properly served with a copy of the order, meaning the period for reconsideration never started. Substantively, the court clarified that while the law allows for corrections in SALNs, this is only for minor, isolated mistakes made in good faith. It cannot be used as an excuse for systematic concealment of assets. The court found that Rigor's repeated and substantial omissions were deliberate, not mere negligence, and thus constituted serious dishonesty. This ruling reinforced the strict standards of public accountability and the serious consequences of violating them.